Hi Virgo, I'm Philippa and this is going to be a quicker than usual reading because my camera is full and I am finding it difficult to manage the storage. So your internal space is the Five of Swords and the Hangman. That wanted to come out for you before. I love it when that happens, right? And the basis of the situation. Oh, sorry. How this makes you act in the external world. Six of Cups. And the basis of the situation. Oh, three cards. Seven of Cups, Ace of Swords, Three of Wands, and Ace of Pentacles. And something from the recent past. Something from the recent past. Nine of Wands, and a potential outcome. Page of Cups, and something from the coming up in the near future. Nine of Pentacles, two nines, two aces. Interesting. And your attitude. Chariot. And oops. Okay, we'll take those. Your environment, the Ten of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, and Strength card. Your hopes and fears. Knight of Cups, and an outcome. And an outcome. A third ace. Wow. So very strong feelings of new beginnings here for you. Just a sec, what have we got here? Yes. Virgo, this is amazing. Oh, Virgo and leaf people. Right. It's just to give other people a chance to find the reading if it should be for them. Right. So, just dive in. As I said, three aces, very strong beginnings, nines, sense of healing, two eights. There's lots of pairs, and you've got the Chariot, which is about running two things at the same time. So I think there are two strong themes, two strong people you're dealing with, aspects of yourself. Let's have a look. We'll dive straight in. So when we look at you, Virgo, the Hangman and the Five of Swords, there's a sense in which you have been you're pausing to contemplate some sort of battle that was just a phase, but that has left quite an impact on you. Now, I don't know whether you were the winner or the loser, but it felt very unsatisfying, and you've had to really think about this now, and you're trying to gain some insight into it. There's been some sort of altercation around you that you haven't liked, that have really cut you deeply. And the way it's making you act in the external world is to sort of return to a sense of your childhood values, potentially sort of running back to family is almost the feeling, or trying to sort of get everybody back together again, because it's been a bit unsettling. And what can I see here? Yeah, the man with the staff in the background and the steps. I'm not usually... Oh, look, my thing is all coming off, but no, steps. And here in these cards, the hair of the guy in the Five of Swords is so sort of electric, like he's been electrocuted almost. And it's sort of not dissimilar to that kind of sense of movement around the head, although this is a halo. They've got very sort of, the hair of the Hangman is also sort of, obviously because he's upside down, it's hanging in a particular way. So something that's shocked you, enervated you, got to the very tips of your sort of spiritual being in a way. And the basis of the situation is really interesting. It's almost like two pairs. The Seven of Cups with the Ace of Swords. So confusion to clarity. Confusion to clarity is the first thing I see here. And then settling on somewhere to alight, to conquer next, what you want to do next, leading to a wonderful new start. So it's been very turbulent, but it's also very productive. There's a sense in which sort of there's a resolution, um, confusion to clarity, setting your sights to getting the thing started. So it's this crisis has almost sort of set you off in a way. Um, illusion. There's been a lot of illusion, fighting to keep yourself clear of that. And now that you're in this meditative state, I think you are going to know what's going on. Now, these stage cards, we've already got one with the Five of Swords. Here's the second. So recently there was a phase in which you felt, or there was a stage that needed to rotate. It was just an act in your play, as it were, where you felt very, very beleaguered. My boyfriend calls this the building the fence card. You can see why he is putting up defences against everything, because life has been a little bit tough. Yellow boots. What else am I seeing? Really sort of, his eyes are a bit, like they look mean and angry, or sort of very wary. Not so angry, wary. Big arm muscles. And the fence is well made, but he's left himself a little space to get through. So, one potential outcome, the Page of Cups, falling in love with, and again this is a stage card, interestingly, falling in love with potentially these new beginnings, like an enamoured moment of, wow, gosh, look at my imagination, this is incredible. The seas are lively but not overwhelming behind. It's quite plain. Cups of messages, so it could be a message of love and imagination. Now, our second nine comes in the form of the Nine of Pentacles. So this is coming up in your near future. Kind of feeling like you need to pat yourself on the back in a way, that you have got through this sort of traumatic moment, and that actually you are doing really well. This new start is here. You've managed to be very clear in your thoughts. You've tamed this falcon. You have a lot of resources at your hands. You are quite resplendent in that garden. So well done. That's amazing. And in your attitude, this Chariot, you really are off on a quest. It's led by those stars. It's about merging these opposites. It's like that initial basis of confusion to clarity, deciding what you want, going for it, is really fueling. They could almost be the pairs of sphinxes. It's like the opposition in the positions forces a sort of movement, if you know what I mean. It's like we have that in our lives. When things go a little bit awry, it can actually get us going. And I'm seeing one little, I've never seen that before, little roof that is not filled in. Do you see that? That little white roof. And everything else is red. So there's one part that is still unknown to you, perhaps quite alluring and amazing. And then these golden pillars either side of him, behind the sphinxes. That almost, and a little Christmas tree. Never seen that before. Do you see that underneath his sleeve? So it might be saying, or a star. I think it's supposed to be a star that's uncoloured in. So it's a kind of potential star, a potential roof. These ideas are still sort of hatching. You're still being dragged along. There is still more to know, and it's quite intriguing to you, I think. Maybe Christmas plays into it, but I think it's more to do with the potential. It's a very, very productive, exciting period for you. And in your environment, it's a busy environment. So we have our second 8, because we had, where's the other 8? Oh, they're both hit. There are 2 8s here, that's what I'm saying. So we've got the major 8 of the Strength, and then the 8 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Cups. So this is a lovely place to be. You're working hard, you're taming those beasts around you and within you, and it's making things very, very happy. So I think you really like where you're at. It might be because you put your focus on going back to what you really love after this altercation. It's pivoted you. The chariot's now heading in a different direction, or it's starting because you've really worked out. It's like fertile grounds. They sort of, when I look at those images together, they're just lovely. They're vigorous and hardworking in the best way when you're really into something, and they are happy. And so I think it's like sort of the chariot energy. It feels very, very happy. And your hopes and fears, you want to stay, you want to be able to give whatever it is you're working on to those around you. You want it to come to fruition. But also I think you want to stay enamoured. You want to stay like that Page of Cups and stay really, really pleased with what you're working on. And you're worried that maybe this is all too good to be true in a way. But it's okay because we've got our third start, our third stress, fresh start. It's just like the passion, the libido that is now being released. This isn't just clear thought. This isn't just an actual something that you're beginning with. This has now got your full libido behind it, as it were, your full life force, which is wonderful. Now, really quickly, I'm going to pull. I must keep this really quick because I spent most of yesterday evening deleting things from the iCloud, and I'm a bit confused as to how to keep this not too full. Right, so anything else to add to Virgo's lovely reading about this incredible fresh start? Yeah, another Ace of Visions. And I've read this a lot, so I don't need to refer to the book because it keeps coming up for me. I was doing lots of talking to my ancestors for the last couple of days. There's a beautiful Etruscan little mini tomb around the corner, and I've been sitting there and talking to them. And this kept coming up, and it's when you find a space that is, it's a kind of hidden space within the forest, imagine, and the swan is able to see his reflection, realise his merit, his worth, and I think that's a really beautiful fourth ace you've now got. I think it's the visions are the cups, so it might even be fulfilling. I think it's fulfilling the final, but I'm not sure the final. But anyway, we've got 4 aces. This is an incredible, and a page. This is an incredible new start for you, out of quite a lot of kerfuffle, I want to say. Oh, yes, and then the Ten of Rivers, and I'm sure that this is the Ten of Cups again coming, because look, it's her version, Rachel Pollack's version of the Ten of Cups. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, it's a really happy time for you, Virgo. I'm so pleased. Let me see if I can quickly dive into the Rachel Pollack book. Seeing as the computer hasn't stopped us yet. Ten of Cups, Ten of Rivers. No rivers, Ten of Rivers, there we go. This little poem. The waves on their feet, the joy in their bricks, they throw sand to the gulls, pearls to the wind. Family, home, appreciation of life's gifts, love, commitments. Depending on how this person views the action of this card, it may be a release from the past. If so, this release comes without anger because the person is ready to let it happen. That's so beautiful. So beyond the empty beach, we see the dunes, and communities will be working to prevent erosion. The fence protects the dunes as well as separates them from the uncultivated sand of the beach because they're working to cultivate these dunes. This is a deeply human card, an expression of what people can create out of nature. How lovely. Their inner hands blend into one another for their true partners. Their outer hands symbolise their individuality, extending outwards as a gesture of gratitude to life. That's so beautiful. They look at their house. They've built this home from their life's efforts. At the same time, it symbolises their commitment, for they live together. The windows shine with golden light. It symbolises their commitment. The people raise their arms as well to greet the dove, messenger of Aphrodite, goddess of love and the sea. Wow, this is so lovely. Double confirmation. Also messenger of the Hebrew god, for Noah sent a dove out of the waters as a way to find out when there would be new land. Well, I intended this couple gesture as celebration. Some see a couple waving goodbye. Um, this usually comes from people who feel they really need to release something from the past. They may wish to let go of a traumatic experience they associate with home, either a difficult childhood or a bad relationship. Because of this alternative view, I found it worthwhile to ask people who get this card what they see happening in this picture before my explanation. I wish I'd known that, but that does seem slightly pertinent because we see you returning to the basis of your home, to your childhood in a way, imaginatively at the beginning, and maybe the anxiety and the need internally was to do with something that happened at home, but you have worked through it. You're from defensive in the past to resplendent now. You're from confused to clear. You've gone from setting your sights to actually planting the seed, and there's now this Ace of Wands and a double Ten of Cups to say this is a really, really happy moment for you. I'm so pleased for you. This is so lovely. And the other little Ace of Visions, let's see. I think it is the Ace of Cups, so you have every single cup. Yeah, it is. Ace of Visions. So serenity, compassion, spirituality, kindness, a new way of seeing, a gift of love, water element. Yeah, so you have every ace. This is a phenomenal new start. I'm so pleased I did this reading for you. And I'm going to upload it immediately and then get rid of it and just roll with it. But the swan's gift to you is a tiny enchanted pool in a secluded glade. When the water is still, it becomes a magic mirror. All that you desire is reflected here, and most importantly, so is your own true self. You have nothing to fear from this. Your swan knows that your true self is noble, pure, and beautiful. A dream is a wish your heart makes. Wow. Your heart has made a wish, and it's definitely being heard by the world. Why do I always want to do just one more? See if I've got my little sportsers with me. Yeah. Let's see whether they've got something to add. These are these little Italian cards that I don't... They only have the majors described and in Italian. My Italian isn't quite good enough to always understand all of it. Let's see if they said something else. Oh, another ace. Ace of Swords. Beautiful. I mean, as if we couldn't get more confirmation. We now have two Aces of Swords and the rest of all the aces here. This is a beautiful time of renewal and a restart for you, and it's almost from the problems that you've had that you are moving forward, so don't shy away from them. Look at them, contemplate them as you have done here in the Hangman. Don't get too defensive, just see things from a different perspective. The Hangman lets go of a coin in order to be able to gain his enlightenment. If you can let go of some little idea or thought or something you were so sure of, or make some sort of sacrifice, you're going to start this amazing, amazing new start. I'm very happy for you. See you again.